Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hamdan wa syukran lillah amma ba'du. Excellency the Chief of Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic Boarding School, Al-Mukarram Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Allah SHMM. Excellency the Director of Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic University, Associate Professor Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahab BAMAG. And Excellency to our lecturer in this subject, that is Miss Raudatul Islam MPD, and unforgettable to all of my beloved friends. Okay, before I start my presentation today, let me introduce myself. My complete name is Putri Anggun Imam Ulfa Aldama. I am from English Education Department at Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic University. Okay, the topic today is about, the first is diglossia, the second is bilingualism, the third is multilingualism, the fourth is interference, and the last is code choice. Okay, the first is about diglossia. Diglossia is when two forms of the same language used in one communication or community and for different situations. And the diglossia is divided into two forms or two types. The first is high variety or formal, and the second is low variety or informal. In the high variety or formal is usually used when in the school and the religion, when people speak like that. While in the low variety or informal, usually used in daily conversation with friends or family. For example, in the formal or high variety is I don't understand what you mean, while in the low variety or informal, just say just say I don't get it, like that. Sorry before, because I'm sick. And the next is bilingualism. Bilingualism is about the ability to speak two languages, and bilingualism is divided into two types. The first is balanced bilingual, and the second is dominant bilingual. And the first is balanced bilingual is about a person or people that able to use two languages directly, while in the dominant bilingual is a person or people that able to use one language, but they can become a master of that language. For example, in the balanced bilingual is the people that can use English language and Indonesian directly. And in the dominant bilingual is a person or a people that able to use one language, like that. Next is multilingualism. Multilingualism is the ability to speak or to use several languages or more than two languages. Next, multilingualism. Multilingualism is divided into two types. The first is individual multilingualism, and the second is social multilingualism. The first, individual multilingualism, is the person or people that able to use several languages, like when she or he at home, she or they can use Indonesian language, and when Indonesian language or Madras language, and when she or he go to school and they use Indonesian language or English language, like that. While in the social multilingualism, the people or the person can use mix all of the languages, like for culture, for situation, and etc. as in the slide or in the PPT, like that. Okay, next, Interference. Interference happens when a person's first language affects second language, and interference are divided into three types. The first is phonological interference, the second is grammatical interference, and the last is lexical interference. The first is phonological interference. It's discussed about the person language affect their pronunciation. For example, like when people in Indonesian we say, when people in Indonesia say as school, while in English like school, as school, as school or school. So that can affect the pronunciation. As school become school, or other example. And the next is grammatical interference. Grammatical interference is the first language, the structure of first language affect the second language structure. For example, in Indonesian language, we say dia sangat baik. So if we translate in English, she very kind. But in English language, at the grammar or in the structure, there is to be, like she is very kind. But if we just translate directly with Indonesian, just dia very kind, she very kind, or dia sangat baik. Nothing to be in Indonesian structure like that. So the first language structure affect the second language structure like that. And the last is about lexical interference. Like the people mixing or mix two language in one sentence. For example, saya makan nasi. Maybe like I makan rice, like that. So there is a mixing, or people mix the word or sentence like that. Okay, the last is code choice. Code choice is a decision to choose languages of based on the situation. And the code choice is divided into two types. The first is formal versus informal choice. The second is language choice based on context. Informal, of course, like informal situation, use a formal word, and informal situation use informal word. For example, informal, like good morning sir, good morning miss, like that. While in the informal, just say hi, hello, like that. While in the type 2 is about language choice based on context. So if the context is when you at home, you can use informal, or you can use slow words or slang word with your friends, with your close friend, like that. While when you do in the school, you can use a formal word like that based on the context, like that. Okay, so in the short or simple explanation, the first is about diglossia. Diglossia is one language or one style, and two. Okay, in short, diglossia is about one language but two style, while in bilingualism is two languages, the people that able to use two language. The multilingualism is about people that can able to use several language, or more than two language. And in the interference is about two or first language that affect the second language. While in the code choice is about to choosing language or based on the situation or the context, like that. Okay, maybe that's all for me. Sorry if I have any mistake about the word, about the sentence, etc. Wallahu a'lam. Wallahu muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.